No,
it
it's
Spanish?
Mexican.
Really? Mexican?
Yes.
Our
Why are you
type of
talking to me
people?
like we're in a delay? We're facing each other.
No, dude. The people don't know, but we're on Zoom.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are.
Leftovers, 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 leftovers.
Welcome to the Leftover Podcast. It's James.
This is Alex.
And Alex, I have a quick question for you.
Yeah, dude.
Did you know this fact? It's a funny fact I just found out. It's
Ooh.
so funny.
How fun are we talking?
Pretty sure some fantasy footballers have ruined weddings.
Okay.
Did you know that in a wedding, when the priest or the ordainer or whatever, they actually ask, like, does anyone object to this?
Yeah.
If someone actually stands up,
They have to shoot him on sight.
well, they should.
Okay.
But, I mean, no. Anyways, did you know that legally they can't get married that day? Because someone actually objected? It actually ruins the whole thing. That couple can't be married that day.
So you can't even do it as like a prank?
You can't do it as a prank.
Oh,
And I think
wow.
about this because I saw just recently a skit where it was fantasy footballers. The loser had to go to a wedding he didn't even know, and he had to
Yeah.
pretend like, groom, I'm still in love with you.
What?
You know, and it's a skit,
Yeah.
so it's really funny. But the skit ends up being like the groom is gay.
Yeah.
So it's really funny
Okay.
because it's like, it's all this
But it
stuff.
was a skit. It wasn't
It
like
was
the
a
real
skit.
thing. Okay.
But now I think about it, I'm like, wait, how many people have done that by accident? Like they think it's a funny thing to do.
Wait, have you ever watched The Office?
Yeah.
That sounds like something that Michael Scott would do as like a prank.
And then realize the repercussions later.
Yeah, and then everyone's just like, Michael, like, how can you do that? And then he's all like, how am I supposed to know? And then like it becomes like the whole thing, and then like they're down like thousands of dollars because they spent so much on it, and it's just like all because he was just like, I want to be funny.
Yeah. You know what, that checks out. Did you know though they're making a new one?
Of The Office?
Yeah, it's
they
La
did already.
Oficina.
Oh, you're lying.
I'm not. It's gonna be on Prime.
On Prime?
Yeah, on Amazon Prime. Is that Prime Video? Oh,
You
Prime
said-
Video.
Yeah. You said it in Spanish though.
La Oficina. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be Mexican office now.
Is it actually, or is it like
Yeah,
Spanish?
no,
Is it
it's
Spanish?
Mexican.
Really?
Mexican.
Mexican?
Yes.
Our
Why are you
type of
talking to me
people?
like we're in a delay? We're facing each other.
No, dude. The people don't know, but we're on Zoom.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are.
No, dude.
Dude, look.
We might be in the okay.
I'm trying to
Worst
click.
typing noise
Yeah,
ever.
I'm trying-
This might be the Matrix,
Yeah.
and we might be stuck in it.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know.
I can see you. I know. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, they're making one, and I'm kind of excited for it.
That's-
I fell off on the original Office after a while.
Yeah.
But I could see myself getting into this one.
Really? I
'Cause
doubt it.
You know why?
Why?
Because when I got into the Office, it was already done.
Yeah.
So everything was kind of spoiled. Everything that I didn't know, So
Yeah.
I was like, there's no reason to really put through some of these episodes. Some of the episodes were a little hard to watch after a while.
Yeah.
But like with the new one, I feel like I have a reason to watch more because I don't know where it's going. Even if it's
Yeah.
going to follow a similar story structure as the original, which I doubt it.
Yeah. But with sitcoms, I feel like you don't really have to like worry about spoilers because like that's not even like the point of it, you know?
Well, I didn't expect Michael Scott to be what's his face's best man.
Who was his best? Wait,
He was a best man.
Jim?
No,
it wasn't Jim.
when I was a
Was it Dwight?
Dwight.
Dwight.
When
Okay.
Dwight was getting married, and Jim goes like, "I can't do this for you," and then it was Michael Scott right there.
Oh yeah, when he came back,
Yeah.
and he's like, "But I do know somebody that can," and then it was like, boom, and it was almost like he was coming back in like an Avengers film or something like that, and it was like, boom, 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 boom.
Everything is just Avengers now, huh?
It's always been.
It's always just like, Jesus will be back in Doomsday too.
God, I hope so.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that'd be the best if they. You know what? That would like happen. I think. No, it wouldn't. Like the real thing that would happen would be that he would be like in the sky and then he'd fall down and just be like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" You know, right? Is that how it's supposed to go?
I've seen a recent video that was really funny and scary, and it was like, imagine a time traveler goes back to those times, the Jesus times, and they're just in the crowd while he's doing his thing. I forgot what language they speak in that area at the time. I forget.
I
Was
don't
it
remember.
Arabic?
Probably.
Something around,
Yeah.
whatever it was. And then the scariest thing is like, what if Jesus looks at you and in modern English goes, "Go back home"?
Yeah, that sounds incredible.
Yeah,
That sounds
that's
messed up.
insane, right?
I actually saw a joke, not even like joking. Like I saw one today where it was talking about how like if there was a time traveler and he was just like, I'm gonna go back to like Jesus time and tell him like, hey, this person is gonna betray you. Apparently, Jesus would be all like, no, you just betrayed me.
What?
Yeah.
Why is
Because
he
by
such a
going-
hater?
No, but because by going back in time and like stopping all of that from happening, he no longer gets to die for all of our sins.
You can kill him. Would you do it?
No.
Would you do it to help him out?
No, because that's not how he dies for our sins.
You don't sound like a real Christian to me.
No, dude, that's
You don't sound like a real Christian to me. You're
No,
not
man.
dude, he has to die for our sins.
yeah, but like
You gotta-
by his own choice.
No, I don't think it was his choice to be put on that cross.
But like he has to endure like a lot of like damage and like heartache and like pain and
You can
suffering.
just wait then.
What do you mean wait?
Just wait till he goes through all that and then do it yourself.
But like that, no, because like him being crucified was like the ultimate pain, was the like the ultimate sacrifice.
I don't know. Have you ever been constipated?
Yes, I have.
The ultimate pain.
No.
If we had a woman on this podcast, they could tell you about childbirth.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
So
No,
I don't know
but,
about
like,
ultimate pain.
No. He has experienced the ultimate pain
I think you mean the ultimate sacrifice.
and pain and pain. He endured so much.
Can't hurt any more than that. Can't hurt any more than that.
Exactly.
I do wonder how much it hurts.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't just like the hands and
No.
the nails. It was also speared through the heart.
Yeah. And at times he was whipped, and he had to like carry his own cross
That's metal.
while
as
being
heck, dude.
whipped. Yeah.
That's insane to me.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Should we start going to church?
Should we?
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
I feel like we'd burn up as soon as we step in.
No, we wouldn't. We're not even that bad.
No, we're not that good either.
Yeah, but like there are people that are way worse.
You know what's so funny?
Huh.
We always make these jokes. I think we're the best people out of our group sometimes.
Out of our group?
Yeah,
Why?
well, I think we're the best representations of humanity.
I don't think that's true.
No, but I think out of our group, yes.
I don't think that either.
Nah, dude, name a better person.
I will, but I'm not on the pod.
Nah, there you go. So you can't do it. You
No,
can't
I
do it.
can
Nah.
easily.
So now we win. We win this title.
No, we don't.
I wanted
Who's
this.
we?
I wanted this.
Okay, so you want to be a bad person?
No, I want to be a better person. What do you mean a better
You
person?
said bad.
I want to feel good.
But you want to claim bad so bad for some reason.
Yeah, as a joke on the pod.
Oh, I don't know. Sounds like it's real.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you and all our group, they all unanimously decided who's going to hell in this group, and it was me, apparently.
No, somebody pointed at me.
That was me.
No. I got somebody else that pointed at me. But like, yeah, at one point, we were playing a game at somebody's house, and it was like, who's the most likely to? And then like somebody was like, who's the most likely to burn in hell, whatever. And everybody pointed at James.
You know, it's a weird feeling when I love how you're like, well, someone pointed at me too. It's not the same when 2 people point at you and 32 people point at you.
Yeah. But I mean, don't take all of it. You know, like
I'm being
some other
selfish?
people- you're being selfish with the hate.
Oh, so it's my fault that everyone thinks I'm going to hell.
Yeah, dude.
I do nothing.
Yeah.
Half the group doesn't even know me that well.
True, but based off of how much they have, they deemed you
That
hell
is-
worthy.
Isn't that the funniest thing? Isn't
Yeah.
that the funniest thing? Like in retrospect, it's like, out of everyone in this group, they know me the least.
You're like, I showed up today.
I showed up today, and
Yeah.
I'm like, but I'm still the one to go to hell.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Funniest thing.
Yeah,
Recently though,
yeah.
I've been on the interwebs,
Yes.
and there was a crazy thing I saw, and it had to do with misinformation, and it was our old childhood creepypastas. I don't know if you guys remember these creepypasta. It's a website where people are basically making horror fan fiction. That's
Yeah.
what it is. At the end
Yeah.
of the day, that's what it is. But some of these were legendary. We're talking like Slender Man. That's where it comes from.
The smiling face.
The smiley face. The smiling dog.
Oh no! Now you bringing the smiling dog up.
Jeff the Killer. There was a
was
lot of
there?
Bigfoot smut on that.
Was it really?
Yeah, smut.
Is that where like they started? Where like there was like that story about a dog, and it was like somebody was hearing like screaming coming from the inside of the dog, and then it turned
Yeah.
out that there was like a person in there or something like that.
Something like that,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, I don't like that
But
one.
that's
I don't
also
like that
where a
one.
lot of Skinwalker stuff came from, like of dogs being people instead of
Yeah.
stuff. That's where a lot of this stuff comes from.
Uh-huh.
There was a really interesting internet post I saw recently. I don't know why I said internet like an old man, but
On the interwebs.
on the interwebs, I
Yeah.
saw when I was reading my newspaper
On
and-
Firefox?
On Firefox, was it? Is that the oldest one? No,
Yeah.
no. On
Internet Explorer.
Internet Explorer.
Yeah.
With my dial-up. Anyways,
Yeah.
and it was that they believe that the U.S. government or some other governments, they purposely use creepypastas and 4chan as ways to like get this information out there and then let people go wild with it because it's on these websites where everything is scary. You want to believe it becomes bigger than life, but everyone's on the joke that it's not real. Slenderman's not real.
I
Right?
don't know about that.
Okay, well, to most people, he's not real.
Yeah.
But they're saying that like the U.S. government is using those kinds of channels to actually spread misinformation about real things that are happening.
Oh.
So when you read things about like secret government projects and stuff like that, or like there was a really famous 4chan post about some guy in Area 51 who apparently they had, what did it call it?
Luminescent?
No, it was alien bodies, but they called it by bio something.
Biodegradable.
Sure. Recyclable.
Yeah.
But basically they had bodies in Area 51 and it was really, really well written. And no one believes it because they want to.
Yeah.
But everyone's on the joke again. It's like nothing on here is real.
Yeah.
But then we go around and I hate to always come back to the same topics, but then we just find out that apparently in the latest release of stain files,
Yes.
turns out that guy who wrote on 4chan that, oh, we just saw someone take his body and it was a bunch of soldiers, all this stuff.
Yeah.
Turns out that was an actual person who worked at the jail.
Yeah.
That was a real person.
Yeah. Actually, when you were bringing all of this up, I was like, yeah, it all really does come back to like Stain and all those guys or whatever, because I recently read or like saw that apparently Ghislaine Maxwell, she is very popular on Reddit. Like she started a lot of things. Yeah.
Yes.
Like she was very into like spreading information, but like for like the wrong reasons. It was just to have like a narrative on everything. And so like you go to Reddit and you would read something that she would post or whatever, like because she was very active in a lot of those groups.
Yeah.
Because all she would do was just spread information about the current events and just kind of spin it in like a way that would make people believe certain things.
She had a lot of good karma. On the
True.
on Reddit,
It runs on karma.
She had a lot of badges too.
Yeah. And then like apparently the exact same thing was happening with Stain on the other side of 4chan.
Dude, let me tell you this real quick. Now that we're on the topic of the stain,
Yeah, which dude,
my girlfriend, God bless her heart, but like,
she's on the list.
no, she sends me this random link that just don't even know what it is, and she goes, that's her text, and it says a link, and I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
And I click it because it's her. I would not assume it's a scam
You
thing.
expect it's like Pokemon
Stuff,
Yeah.
or just like, hey, you haven't asked me to be your Valentine's. This is what you are, and it's a picture of a piece of crap or something, you know. But it ends up being this. It's like a replica website of Gmail, but it's called Jmail, and apparently it's all the emails from the stain.
Oh no.
And if you open the tab on the left side, you can actually filter through like between Bill Gates, Elon Musk, these certain peoples.
Yeah.
And it's the actual emails from the files that have been released so far. And I was like, why would you send me this?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want this.
Yeah.
I was like, I literally opened it. I saw what it is. I closed it up and I was like, nope. Somehow this is bad.
Yeah, I get scared about those things because there are people online who are spending like a lot of their time just going through all of the files and stuff.
Right.
And because, you know, you could just do that as like a regular like person. And in my mind, I'm like, if I go on there, they're going to know that I've been on there looking.
Exactly.
Like, it's like now they're very aware of my existence, and that scares me.
Oh, 100%. I believe that if you download those files, there's some kind of malware on there that's tracking you now.
Yeah.
It has your IP, it has your name, something about you, and they're going to do something with that information later on.
Like if all of this stuff ends up going away, which God, I really hope it doesn't, I can see a world where they're going to be like, okay, these are all of the people that were curious about this, and now that we know that they're very interested in this, these might be the type of people that will retaliate or fight back. Let's get rid of them.
Yeah,
Let's
100%.
threaten them,
Threaten them, get rid of them.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. Well, look, keeping on the topic of what we were already talking about, our Lord and Savior Jesus H. Christ.
Yeah.
Question for you.
Okay.
With all this stuff about the stain and all these other issues, and apparently you can't protest a wedding because then it ruins the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know?
How are these all related? But yeah.
Well, they're not going to be.
Okay.
So do you think that like now that it's pretty public that there is a secret underworld, we've always known there's an underworld to the celebrities and the super, super rich.
Yeah.
I guess it's accepted now. It's publicly accepted that it's a real thing. There's a real underworld. Do you think that when we heard about things like Bohemian Grove, those people who wear those weird masks and do weird sheep things and all that stuff,
Yeah.
or the collider in Sweden, I believe it is.
Oh, the particle collider?
Nice, yeah. Good
Is that what it was
memory.
called?
That's what it is, but I don't know what the actual name of it is.
Yeah. I'm
But-
trying to like think about it because I remember that they referenced this in The Flash.
Okay. I love that
Yeah.
your callbacks, or sorry, your memory comes straight from movies and TV,
Yeah.
not from like a book.
No,
or like,
no.
oh, in school I learned this.
Specifically,
Hydron particle Collider.
Something like that. Yeah,
Something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah. But specifically with mine, it comes from DC or Marvel.
Mine comes from Dark Horse Comics.
Really?
No.
Wait, Hydron Collider.
I think that's what it is.
It sounds cooler though.
Dude, we
Yeah,
should
who
just
knows?
give up before people start like going like, get on with it.
Yeah, true.
Point is, they had that weird ceremony at the entrance when they first opened it. And it
Mm-hmm.
was very devilish and stuff like that. Do you think that at those high levels, now that we know there's an underworld, that the devil stuff is real? Or like the weird worshiping stuff is real too then?
I think so.
But I don't get why. You know what I'm saying? Like when you have so much money and so much like, what do you call it? Vibes?
Uh-huh.
Or
Yeah.
what would you call it?
Just straight up, just power.
That's an easy way to say it. I think we should be hip with it. It's got to be vibes, aura, and
What's the other one? Some
swag.
swag. Okay, swag is a little bit, back
Too
in
good.
the day.
That's
but-
too good for them. Oh,
No,
okay.
it's a little back in the day.
I use that now.
Really?
No, but
Oh.
don't ruin my joke.
No, but like I want you to double down. So
Double
it's
down.
funnier.
Yeah. I say
God.
swag all the time.
Yeah.
Swag.
Swag on you. Chilling by the fire while we eating fondue. I don't know about me, but I know about you. Hell of a 3, 2, swag.
Do you really think there is?
Yes.
But again, why?
Here's the thing. That honestly could explain how they got so powerful. You know what I mean?
So you're saying that before the fame, money, and power
Yeah.
comes the worshiping stuff.
Yeah.
So
and then as you get bigger, you have more to offer up.
Right.
Yeah.
I recently heard a conversation about this, and it was that it's not an exclusive thing to the rich and wealthy. Because at every level, it's like a class thing. At every level, you see it. People who are like in poverty and middle class, you see us going to church. You see us devoted to basically devoted to church is most of it, right?
Yeah.
Or you get the choice to be like, what do you call it when you're not a religious?
An atheist?
Yeah, but there's another
Agnostic?
one. Agnostic,
Uh-huh.
right? You get that choice, and you have your own spiritual beliefs. I've heard this argument that it was like high class people don't even do the same religion as us.
Yeah, for sure.
They do, which is that devil stuff.
Yeah. Which
And-
makes sense because I mean, if you look at like Christianity and stuff, or like being
Right.
like as a Catholic and stuff,
Yeah.
I do believe that a lot of the teachings in the book are basically just don't. It's almost like a sin to be rich,
Yeah.
according to like
It is.
religion in that sense or whatever, right?
So they look at a different power. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say higher, but like
Yeah.
a different power that gives them the ability to be rich, be lustful, do all the stuff they want to do.
Yeah.
Because that power allows them to do it, right?
yeah,
And I heard that argument. I was like, that's interesting because in Mexico, one of the weirdest and scariest things to a lot of people is they worship death.
yeah,
And it's, yes, there is a community of people that do it,
Mm-hmm.
but the most well-known people who do it are organized criminals, narcos, and things like
Cartel,
that.
yeah.
And people, basically, they pray to that before they do what they do.
yeah.
And it got me thinking and spiraling a little bit like, maybe it is true. Maybe they are worshiping devils and Baal and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe it's just a rich version of the middle class going to church.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I believe so, but then like with that, it comes a lot of like those really dark things that they like do and stuff like that. I like that you brought up the thing about death and praying
Yeah.
to her. It's a her, right?
I think so.
According to them, because I read a book all about this, and it was like about how like people do pray to her and like they ask for guidance and like it's stuff like that where you're like, oh, in your mind you would think that like if you're praying to death that you would want that upon somebody else, or, like,
Right.
it would be bad, but apparently it's not.
No. It's
No.
actually a very, very healthy version of praying too. Because it's like, it's all about thinking about your safety,
Yeah.
thinking about your better self.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It got me that I'm asking you this because exactly what you said at the beginning, that the worshiping comes before the power and fame. I think it's the opposite.
think so?
I think once you finally reach that power, fame, and all that stuff, you get to that different side of worshiping. Because it's also like, you're not going to go to a regular church if you're rich and famous anymore. Because if you really think, it sounds so weird. It's going to sound like I'm sympathetic for the rich. But when you're at that level of richness, you can't even go to a regular supermarket. You can't go to a regular store anymore.
Yeah.
You have to, you can't go to your local church. So it becomes a thing of like, well, I got to find my own safe space. And chances are, if you're a devil worshiper, it's probably a very select group of people.
Yeah,
And
I
it
can
might
see
have,
that.
and it might have become the upper class of people who go to that.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But I also believe that, you know, when you're dealing with a lot of like these very, very upper class people, the chances are that once you're at the very top, the rest of your family follows suit too. So that's how you get introduced to that type of religion. So it's almost like you can't really get in unless it's like you're grandfathered in. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's kind of like what I believe it to be. But yeah, like I've also seen that like a lot of people like they like to think that all of that ritual stuff is like fake because it seems so crazy. Because
Yeah.
you know, like they've talked about like Bohemian Grove, or like there's a bunch of people in like robes and they're all like around a fire and they're dancing, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But from what I've heard, other people have said that like the reason why they even do it is so that if somebody sees them doing it and they talk about it to everyone else, it's like, bro, that sounds insane.
Well, 100%. I mean, I do believe that some of these criminals that we've found out about, like P. Diddy and stuff like that, I'm going to guess that they weren't scared to go balls out to the wall and wild and out because they knew that if they said something like, oh, yeah, there's parties where we only wear white and we go do all this insane stuff.
Yeah.
It sounds insane. It
Yeah.
doesn't sound believable. So,
No.
so I think that's, yeah, I think you hit on the nail.
Yeah, it's honestly just a ritual that people do. Because, like, for example, like our family, like what we do on Christmas is that we like stand around in a circle and we hold baby Jesus, and then everyone goes in like a line, and then like we give him a kiss, and that's the same thing where it's like that is a ritual in itself too. So it's not that crazy to believe that like the people on the top are doing like their own thing, you know?
Right.
But maybe it's just way more like dark and evil. you know?
Definitely.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too. It's like, you've heard the stereotype of rich people that once you get to that top level, you also have to realize like people are not people.
Yeah.
And the worst way, like there's no better way to say it, but like you have to accept like sometimes maybe you married someone and for a better power move, a better money move, you got to marry someone else.
Yeah.
Divorce them and marry someone else.
Yeah.
It's better for them or whatever.
It's just kind of like just playing the system or whatever,
Right.
however it would work for you.
Which is again, it's sad.
Yeah.
To us, it's sad and stuff like. But it's like that's their world.
Yeah.
And that's insane to me. Well, in that same conversation about the worshiping and how worshiping at different class levels, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was also brought up that like with the stuff on the stain, maybe not just him, but in that upper echelons, it does seem like the risks are so much higher.
Yeah.
If you lose trust, if you mistrust someone, the risk is so much higher to you. So you have to, how do you build trust at that level? And the only way is to do stuff together to bond you guys in
Yeah.
a weird way, right?
Yeah.
So like there's like things about businessmen who cheat on their wives.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're going to do this together
Yeah.
because now you have dirt on me and I have dirt on you.
Oh, yeah.
So you can't tell, I can't tell, whatever,
True.
right?
Yeah.
And then who knows if maybe like the whole stain stuff,
Yeah.
it was an initiation.
Yeah.
Like oh, we have you on tape and now you can be part of our group.
Yeah.
It sounds terrible, but
Yeah.
that's, I mean,
In a weird way too, I think it's almost like this idea where it's like, you know how people that are in offices, they smoke cigarettes, right?
Yeah.
And then it's just like, like you will go out on your breaks and like you're with all of the people that smoke cigarettes and like you all hang out, right?
and looks so cool.
Yeah. But like, and then like there's like that one guy who doesn't and he's left out.
Yeah.
And because of like all of the time that they spend together smoking cigarettes,
Right.
they're like bonding and having a great time. But then like the person who sits out doesn't get as much opportunities and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like the exact same thing up there where it's just like, hey, bro, did you check out that vid that I sent you? And it's about, that
Yeah.
stuff. And then there's like the person who's like, oh, I'm not going to sit in on this. Then you don't get invited to certain things. And then like you don't really get as high as like the other people do. You know what I mean? Does that
makes
weirdly
sense.
make sense? Yeah.
No, it makes sense. And then, then there's a lot of people who are like, hey, if you were on that list and you didn't do anything, why don't you speak out?
Yeah.
It's like, who knows if maybe they were threatened? They're like,
Yeah.
well, this is what we do on this island. And because you didn't want to partake, you're on my flight logs.
Yeah.
So regardless of what you say, if you out us, you were on this island
Yeah.
with us.
But I just hope that like people that are experiencing that, they still come out and just face whatever repercussions comes with like all of this, but just for like the greater good, just put everything out there. Just let them know like what you saw. Like even it like that would mean the most where it's like it was somebody that was actually at these parties and they were like, seeing everything that was going on. Their
Right.
word would mean so much more than like somebody that was a victim.
100%.
Because we've seen how they treat the victims. They're just like, well, whatever. Like, we're not going to actually pay attention to them. But you will pay attention to, like, the rich person that saw
And it
things happen.
sucks that that's how it is.
Yeah.
But that's how it is.
Yeah.
You want to be on the conversation, help.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. In my head these days, with the whole files coming out the way they've been coming out, one of the biggest things I think about now is like, who are they threatening?
Yeah.
Because there's no reason that they're bringing them out this way. There's no reason that they keep redacting stuff. And it's like, oh, here's more files, by the way.
Yeah.
Here's this. Oh, they don't exist. Now they do.
Yeah.
Here's this and that. It sounds like they're threatening someone now. Like, hey, we're starting to release things. Hey,
Oh.
we're starting to leak some stuff out. Oh, this wasn't redacted. Oops.
It's like, oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, who are they threatening? And it's almost like, should we take a look into our next trade deals between the United States and some other countries?
Ooh, I know who you're talking about.
I
Actually,
don't.
I don't
I don't
know either. I'm so scared.
Yeah. But it's, you gotta keep an eye out.
You gotta figure out like who's who and stuff like that. But like one of the craziest thing about like the redactment thing, I was watching the Flagrant podcast, whatever. Ever since they started to like lean more towards the left, I've actually started to enjoy their stuff more. But
Damn, you have a bias.
I mean, like the last time it was just spewing like a bunch of like random crap where I'm like, you don't really mean this. But now it's starting to be all like, okay, this makes a lot of sense. Like they're actually starting to like, pick apart like the stain stuff and all that. But one of the things that they brought up was that like, okay, here's the thing. They are redacting certain names, right?
Correct.
But they are throwing other names into the fire.
Yes.
Where it's like Bill Gates, like the Clintons and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Elon Musk. They're putting all of these people out there. And he was saying that like these are the scapegoats.
Yeah.
These are the people that they're willing to throw out into the fire and like just fend for themselves. And a lot of these people are billionaires. So who are the people that they're hiding?
That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Because in my head, too, like, for example, we have a Forbes 500 list or something like
Yeah.
that, or the Forbes richest people, whatever, right? There's no way that whoever is the richest person on earth is actually publicly out there.
Yeah, for sure. No.
I think we've already hit our first trillionaire, and it's probably like a Saudi prince or something like that.
Yeah.
One of those countries that's, they make a lot of money from oil and stuff.
Yeah.
So, who knows?
Like, you think Bill Gates is the guy? No. Like, there's so many people, like, way above him. There are people that, like, probably are like, that guy has, like, no money. Like, there's a person out there who makes that, like, whatever he makes in, like, 2 days.
100%.
Yeah.
1,000%. You know, the scariest thing is, too, everyone's so focused on us about the Stain files, because obviously I think the Stain was a U.S. citizen.
Israel.
Oh, my God. I don't know but it's our job to do the justice on him.
Yeah.
Right? But no one ever talks about, like, the Saudi Arabia issue.
Yeah, that's
about
true.
how, like, girls get flown out there to, like, hang out.
Yeah.
And then they just get crapped on.
Yeah.
It's gross.
I wonder, like, at what point are we going to start seeing, like, Saudi princes in this, if we ever do?
We won't. And that's what I don't want to say. I don't want to point fingers,
Yeah.
but, like, it seems like the richest people are them.
Yeah. Or what if the Stain and all that stuff, right? They're not even, like, at that level.
They're not.
What if that's why, like, the princes and stuff are not on, like, these flight logs? Because to them, they view the Stain stuff, whatever, as, like, cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
100%.
that's way
Oh, you
below
guys
us.
just started?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I said, dude, there's a big, big, big issue over there
Yeah.
about girls who get flown over just to get pooped on.
Yeah.
Just to do all these, like, really bad things.
Yeah, dude.
And then they just throw money on them afterwards. It's like, it's really bad.
Goes way deep.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
while people are pointing fingers at us as a country to take care of this issue and laughing at us because of this,
Haha.
people gotta really remember, like, there's other parts of the world that are worse. I'm not saying ours isn't bad enough,
Yeah.
but there's still worse out there, and that's the scary
And
thing.
there's richer.
There is some, interesting things that people are like, who's behind him?
Yeah.
Behind the Stain.
Yeah.
And it kind of, you can't make a link yet,
Yeah.
but I do think at some point we're going to get that link soon.
Yeah. Also, like, just to end it off on something like that, whatever, why aren't people talking about the time traveler stuff enough?
Oh, but
There's so many things in the files about time travel, and nobody's talking about
I
it.
haven't heard a thing about time travel,
Really? Dude, I've seen so many things about
Can I
time
say
travel.
what I thought you were going to say?
Huh.
The reason no one showed up to Stephen Hawking's time travel
Oh,
party
yeah.
is because he was in the files and that was released in the future.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're not coming to your party.
No. That was proof of, like, why there was no time traveler 2 was because, like, if he was one, he would have taken his name out of the files.
Yeah, that's
know what I
true.
mean?
Too.
Yeah.
He didn't solve.
No.
Well, he also
yeah.
died.
True.
So we know he didn't solve it.
Yeah, but did he die? Who knows? Yeah, but, like, yeah, why is nobody talking about the time travel stuff?
What time traveler?
You gotta look back at this stuff and, like, look at, like, the time travel stuff or whatever.
Oh my God. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Well, let us know down below. Do you believe in time travel?
Yeah.
And have you ever raised your hand at a wedding and ruined it?
Yeah, and if you have, let us know how it went and why you did it in the first place.
Yeah. Was it a prank? Was it really funny? Did they laugh?
Yeah.
If they didn't laugh, get new friends.
Yeah, reflect on yourself, actually.
maybe reflect on the friends you have.
Oh, you're right. They're the problem.
They're the problem.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
bride and groom should have been real chill about it.
Yeah.
They should have been down to pay another 27 grand.
Yeah. Why did they get married on your bit?
Oh,
That's
thank
the
you.
question.
Thank
Yeah,
you so much.
yeah.
They have to understand comedy can't wait.
Yeah. Comedy first. Love after. Yeah.
Well, this is James.
And this has been Alex.
Follow us at LFTV or LSPOD on TikTok. And thank you for listening to Leftovers Podcast.
Leftovers, 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 leftovers.
6, 7.